Yo, I'm I'm getting some weird like is it stop? Yeah, I think maybe it's all right. Okay. I thought the weird glitch was still going where I kind of like lagged a little bit. But we're good. How we doing all? Welcome back. Sean Atwood channel. Root Daily. Root Live, whatever the hell we're calling it now. Hope everyone's doing well. There is some madness going on in this world right now. And yeah, these are these are for the blue light. Like it's so my corneas don't get melted out of my head. But there's craziness going on in Germany right now. We're going to cover that. Yep. Then we're going to sort of talk a little bit about Southport again. Then a lady called Cher, Lloyd, British singer, has just brought out a new song. And I'll tell you something, never really been a Cher Lloyd fan. And our new single auto played today, right? And the lyrics are very odd. And she was a X Factor winner from one of the Simon Cowell X Factor winners. Then we're going to go through the banter that is Donald Trump and his executive orders. It's too good. It's too good. It's too good. It's too good. So we're going to have a look through some of them. Then I need to pay some attention in the UK because Starmer's like off on one. So yeah, fun times. But how are we all doing, people? What's going on with you, lovely, lovely, lovely individuals? Let me know in the side chat how everyone's doing, how your weekend was, how your week's going. That's all right, James. No problem at all. And yeah, let us know how we're getting on. And yes, like Kala says, you can find all my stuff at projectrooq.com. Now, let me just get you this Linktree link. Because that is basically set up now and can be put out there. So there's a link in the Linktree, which I'm going to put in the description, which is people that like to send super chats and do all this stuff. There's a better way for you to be doing it now. I think if I just put this in the description here, sorry everybody, I'm testing the systems as well. If I do that in here and then I do save changes and then, okay, so I need to do it in the back end, right? That's fine. One moment, y'all. Okay. The things you find out when you're live, eh? You got to do these things when you're live. Surely. So there we go. Title and description. That goes in there, and we save that. Right. So there's a Streamlabs link for anyone who likes to support through super chats. If I could ask you to use the link in the description rather than the super chats, it is a better use of your money. YouTube do not then take 35% or 40% of it. I'm just updating it on my channel as well, and then we'll get on with the show. Sorry, I know this is all very boring. All right. Done. Okay, awesome. Right, and I just send them the link to my mum, and then we'll be done. Let's see how's Baby Nova doing. Baby Nova's doing great. She her wonderful mumsy thought that she might have a bit colic just because of how a goddamn savage she is when she's like wolfing down her feeds. And she's been crying a lot and being upset and then having like massive burps and then feeling better. So she's had a little dose of that, and she's just I think she's having a nap. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, sorry. Oh no, wait, that's the link for my mum. Hang on. Kala, can you refresh the stream and tell me if the links appeared in the description for me whilst I send this link to my mum? Because I forgot to do that. And then we'll get on with the show. Mumsy, there you are. Wonderful. Nailed it. Right. So, did any of you guys watch my interview that was on the Danny Henderson show channel last night? She was interviewing me. It was pre-recorded. Let me know if you also as well. I'm trying to grow this beard out. I already hate it. So I imagine we'll be back to the shaved here. But let me know. Put one in the side chat if you watched that. It was. I had a really good time. It's nice to be able to talk about things like that. Finally, it's good. Yes. Oh, lots of ones. Yes, awesome. Yes, it was awesome. I feel like I can get to know you more. Very. So thank you. Yeah, that was the kind of goal, I think. And it's just in our cold day here today. We're not. This isn't a full time. We're not abducted like the Udis full time. It is bright, man. Hang on. So yeah, so part 2 will be coming very, very soon where we cover the other bits that we didn't have time for. Now, Diddy, the Diddler, the Diddenstein. So, documentaries. All right. New documentaries coming out. Diddy's shocking crimes to be exposed in new documentary. Music mogul and media entrepreneur faces multiple investigations in upcoming series. Oh, I'm here for this, man. I am so here for this. Shamed rapper 55 has been languishing in New York's notoriously tough Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn since September, awaiting trial on charges including racketeering, the sex trafficking, transportation to engage in all this horrible stuff, of which he denies. Let's not forget the potential RICO case as well. The facility, known for housing high-profile inmates, has a capacity of 1,600 inmates. The Sun has now reported that Channel 4 is joining forces with Lion TV to examine the charges against the Bad Boy Records founder. Lion TV has previously produced award-winning documentaries, reaching audiences of over 100 million viewers. Oh, dear. It comes after the broadcaster aired a string of documentaries on the controversies swirling around Russell Brand, Andrew Tate, and Marilyn Manson. These investigative pieces have garnered significant viewership, and some of the episodes reaching over 5 million views. As the clock ticks towards Diddy's trial, it gives an opportunity for those yet to have their voices heard in this case to speak up to give their testimony. A TV insider told The Sun the depth of the program will dive into all the charges, the highs and lows of Diddy's success, and what went on behind the scenes in the infamous white parties. Oh. It will no doubt produce some very shocking revelations. Industry experts estimate that detailed investigations of this scale typically involve hundreds of hours of footage, interviews, and dozens of witnesses. Combs, the trial due to start on the 5th of May, and Channel 4 series Diddy in Plain Sight. Shut up. Like, is this not like the 4th in Plain Sight? Damn. All right. The production team has reportedly conducted over 50 interviews for the documentary. It follows an announcement by Netflix that they have also been making a documentary about the fallen star titled Diddy. Did he do it? Oh, that 10 out of 10, right? I mean, that is the pun of the century. Did he do it? Oh man, that is an absolute banger. Did he do it? Netflix true crime documentaries have been consistently ranked among their most watched content, with similar productions of averaging 20 million household views in their first month. Did he do it? I hope somebody got a fat bonus check for that, because I feel like that was staring us in the face the whole time. Other shows about the rapper included Peacock's The Making of a Bad Boy, TMZ's The Downfall of Diddy, and HBO's The Fall of Diddy. Do you feel like a cashing in that's happening here? which is due to be shown in the US this week. The unprecedented number of simultaneous productions reflects the magnitude of the public interest in the case, along with the federal charges facing Combs. He has been hit with a score of civil cases against him from men and women alleging the subject subjected them to horrific these things. Legal experts estimate that the potential financial liability in these civil cases could exceed 100 million. Yep. So let's say that what we hear about Diddy's fortune is true, right? That would mean if he was to come out and settle all of these civil cases, that it would cost him, what, 12% of his fortune? That doesn't seem like a lot. Oh, Wendy, man. Wendy Williams' situation is actually scary. Oh, hang on. What are you guys saying about 50 Cent? Hang on. Ron, nah, I don't have to worry about pinning it or anything like that. No, don't worry about pinning stuff. Like I say, once the page. Oh, here we go. What is this? Oh, thank you, Galen. Hang on a second. Why did that not appear the way we wanted it to appear? Alert box is down here. Hang on. And then we push this. Now, why didn't it read that? Give me a second. See, now we're getting into the live testings here. Advanced alert parties. Where are we? Donations.
This is a test donation for 80 pounds. This is a test donation for 49 pounds.
Yeah, that's what it should do, right? Advanced alert parties, browser settings. Second. So why being a little bitch, alert box? Huh? Why you being a little biatch?
This is a test donation for 45 pounds.
Stop testing things. Okay? Thank you. All right. They've moved the button, the setting for this. Everyone just bear with me a second. Yeah, I'll need to get that fixed because it should read off the message. Wanted to know when your Patreon will be ready to join. Everything should be ready to launch when the new Surviving Life podcast comes out. But I'm aiming to have Patreon done by the end of this week. It's a pain in the balls, I know. Jainsy Magical Art, thank you very much for subscribing. Okay, so I need to write this down. So fix text to speech. All right. I'll get to the bottom of that. But thank you very, very much for the support. I really do appreciate that. So where were we? All right. Along with the federal charges facing counterman. Again, though, that seems like if you're worth 900 million allegedly, and then you get slapped with, oh, I know why it's not reading it. I know, Galen. Galen, we know why that is not working because it was a super chat, but the super chat they won't read the super chats. It'll only read the direct donation ones, and that's fine. At least we know that it's still working. Much of the apartment abuse centers around Combs' now infamous freak-off parties and white parties. The victims are said to have been put into stupors and spiked drinks. These events, which spanned 2 decades, were attended by numerous celebrities, high-profile figures. The documentary series comes at a time when public awareness of the SA and transportation have reached unprecedented levels. Statistics show that documentary exposés have played a crucial role in bringing attention to such cases, and viewership of investigative documentaries increasing by 65%. Hell yeah. Industry analysis predict that these documentaries could potentially reach a combined global audience of over 50 million viewers across all platforms. The extensive coverage reflects both the serious nature of the allegations and Combs' significant influence in the entertainment industry over the past 3 decades. The multiple documentary productions expected to feature previously unreleased footage and testimonies from individuals who have never spoken publicly about their experiences. Whoa! So we've had sort of whispers of that. Like the one documentary that I've watched is the making of a Bad Boy episode, right? Or the TMZ one that we spoke about last week. But yeah, I think I'll go and track down the rest of these because I imagine we're going to get little bits of never heard before stuff in each one, if that makes sense. So it'll be good to paste as much as we can together because the insights we got into Diddy's mum, his home life growing up, the boundaries, the weirdness, it kind of made some things fall into place. Put the wee side lights on. Do you know what I'm saying? Get a little bit of light in here. Yeah. Investigative journalists involved in the project have reportedly uncovered new evidence that could impact both criminal and civil proceedings. Oh man, this is going to be spicy. It's going to be juicy. It's going to be a juicy one. I'm telling you. I'm still waiting on Meghan Markle's documentary coming from that German guy. Anybody have any updates on that? Let me know. Law enforcement officials familiar and similar with case notes of high-profile documentaries often encourage additional witnesses to come forward, potentially strengthening the prosecution's case. Historical data shows the public exposure through documentary coverage has led to increased reporting and related crimes by reporting of related crimes by 30%. Hell yeah. It's almost like must be validation for a lot of people who are survivors, victims, who haven't come forward about something, and then they see the support and the public support for those who've come forward in a case like Diddy's. I guess you would kind of get strength to come forward and speak your truth. It's interesting, that statistics. Chunky boy. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Speaking of chunky boys, right? Have you seen the new there is a content format waiting to happen here. Have you seen this new button on X? Have you seen this button right here? You seen this? You know what this is? This is an AI overview so that me, the user, I can get an overview of this account. So I click on this. Okay. Oh, have you changed your tune today, have you? Yeah, you're yes. Oh no, he didn't. Look. Okay, diving into the dark side of celebrity culture, Ron, Project Rooq, is your go-to for explosive updates on Hollywood elites from Dizzy to Jay-Z. Ron has been diving into celebrity scandals, paranormal investigations, and global news, and with a focus on Diddy, Jay-Z, and Elon Musk. Don't miss his lives, possible special guests dropping in, and the man himself, Big Ron Project Rooq. I'm sorry, X. I'm sorry, but all I'm saying is at no point has anyone ever called me Big Ron. So the AI has taken this. They have just decided to brand me Big Ron. Freaking chunky boy club here, and I'm getting branded Big Ron by freaking AI. 2025, baby, 2025. But it's funny. There's definitely a new content of format where we go around people's X's, right? And then react to the AI breakdown of their channel. I'm telling you, man, too good. Love it. Other than that, I mean, they nailed it though. I mean, it was a good breakdown. It's a good breakdown. But how dare you, AI? All right. Okay, we're 20 minutes in. So horrible stuff out in Germany. Like Big Ron in the house. Oh, it's too funny. Jumbo Joey. Oh, love it. This could be disastrous to the victims. Are you talking about the documentaries there, Lady Warrior? Last trumpet stopped delivering. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That is some hardcore Jesus action right there. Hello, how you doing, Nathan? Hope you're having a nice day, my G. Big Ron, but little Yum Yum at heart. Big Ron, though. I mean, not too funny though. Okay, so horrible. This is all horrible, right? And 28-year-old man, 28-year-old man from Afghanistan has been arrested following the attack in the park in a German city of Achenbach on Wednesday, in which 2 people were ended, including a toddler. Right? The suspect was detained at the scene in Schuppental Park, an English-style garden in the Bavarian city, where the attack occurred at around 11:45 a.m. The 41-year-old man and a 2-year-old boy were fatally injured. Police said that in a post on the social media platform S, 2 seriously injured people were receiving hospital treatment. Police said there was no indication of further suspects and no danger to the public. The incident adds to a string of attacks in Germany that have raised concerns over the security and stirred up tensions over migration ahead of parliamentary elections on February 23rd. The Saudi doctor was arrested after a car ramming attack at a Christmas market in the city of Magdeburg on December 20th, which 6 people were ended and around 200 were injured. So there's been a string of these attacks. Now, this was updated a minute ago, right? This is Wednesday. We're talking about today, right? Tomorrow, I do believe, is the day that the 17-year-old who committed those horrible atrocities at the Taylor Swift dance studio, I believe his sentencing is tomorrow. And he was a lone person just doing it by himself, right? All these are just one-offs, right? You know? Because if it wasn't, it would be a big bit of a terror situation, right? Be a lot to be concerned about if we started talking about terror situations. Oh no, does that mean we accidentally let in a bunch of T words from other places when we're doing mass importation? Anyone? I'm actually asking you. Because that's what this is. This is a madness. This is a madness. And here's the true results of extremism, of radicalization, of I mean, let's go less glamorous, mental health. Now, I want you all to think, right? Elsie Stancombe, Alice De Silva Aguirre, and BB King are the 3 girls here. And we were shown a picture of this little defenseless schoolboy, right? Well, here he is, man. Literal face of the devil. So who are we to believe that this once young, innocent looking schoolboy who sung in the school choir and, you know, had a lot of time for his mom and his dad and all this, are we to believe that he just went on the wrong Reddit page? Like, is that what we're meant to believe? Or are we meant to think that there's a possibility of radicalization has taken place here? And for those of you who don't know what radicalization means, it would be like convincing somebody to, in the name of holiness or a religion or a deity or a cult leader or whatever. I mean, you all know what radicalization is. This whole case. Yeah, that's what I was just talking about, Nikki. That's what I was just talking about, because when we go back, do you remember when that picture was released of him? But then also how all the artist renditions of the court scene. Here's one here, right? All of the artists' renditions of him in court had that mad hairdo going on here, right? But this is quite an image. I mean, this is quite an image. I mean, honestly, I don't know if he's like curling in his lip or something like that. I don't know what's going on here, but it's a very odd photograph. They said he was smirking. Wow. Damn. But I just thought this was quite an image to be releasing, and hell, they should have done it sooner. They should have done it a lot sooner. Right. So anyway, let's come back to here. In fact, you know what? We can all just remember these three girls while I read this. Attacker Axel Rubacabana has pleaded guilty to ending three young girls at a Taylor Swift themed dance. Oh, God damn it. A Taylor Swift themed dance class in Southport. The 18-year-old ended Alice De Silva Aguirre 9, BB King 6, and 7-year-old Elsie Stancombe, along with 10 others on July 29th last year in a meticulously planned rampage. At his trial, set to begin at Liverpool Crown Court, Axel, who prosecutors said had shown no remorse, unexpectedly entered a guilty plea to all charges, including the M word, attempted M word, and terror-related offenses. The victims' families were not in court, and judge apologized to them, saying, "We had all assumed the trial would get underway in the earnest of Tuesday." Before the jury could be sworn in, Stan Reyes Casey, defending, asked for the charges to be put to his client again and pleaded guilty to 3 counts of M and 10 of attempted M, along with 2 terror-related charges. Axel of Banks, a village in West Lancashire, also admitted to producing the biological toxin ricin, and a charge under the Terrorism Act related to possessing an Al-Qaeda training manual. Merseyside police said that the attack had not been declared as a terror incident, despite the discovery of this document. Man, it just makes me so angry. Government sources have told the BBC that Axel was referred to the government's counter-terrorism prevent program several times, but I'm sorry. Government sources have told the BBC that Rubatatakabana was referred to the government's counter-terrorism prevent program several times before the attack over his general obsession with violence, and he had been visited by the police. Quite a step away from that little boy in the school uniform, right? It's quite a step away from that little boy in the school uniform, right? Several times before the attack. I'm sorry. One could argue, right? One could argue that by simply letting this man conduct his business after being referred several times, and you wanted to get some legislation put through, right? What a fantastic man to let run riot with a kitchen utensil, right? Pound! Oh, big shout out to Pound in the side. The L is silent in her name. It's Palm. Okay, Palm. Nice to see you here, mate. Also, as well, I'm going to pull up the section of the film that's from so that everyone knows I'm not a lunatic. But nice to see you here, mate. Really nice to see you here. Heather, yes, correct. Where are you, you little rascal? There you are. Like, yeah, correct, Amundo. And who just said training manual? Someone said training manual. Where are you? There you are. Krista. Let's just go back a little bit. Let's read this together, Krista, because this is a banger. Rubica of Banks, a village west of Lancashire, also admitted to producing, not buying, not being like www.darknet/Ryson/order/Bitcoin. Do you know what I'm saying? No. This harmless little schoolboy made it himself. The biological toxin Ryson. And a charge under the Terrorism Act related to possessing an Al-Qaeda training manual. Whoa. What are they teaching these kids in school? Because this was a harmless schoolboy last year, right? Harmless schoolboy, my G's, right? Am I right? Just a harmless schoolboy, guys. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. It's definitely no radicalization here. Nothing to worry about, mate. Just normal guy. Merseyside police said that the attack had not been declared a T-word incident despite the discovery of these documents. Oh, well, do you know what? You know what, Merseyside police? You know, why would you consider it a T-word attack? I mean, why would you consider him a threat? It's not, I mean, is there anything that anyone can possibly think of that could have been implemental in preventing this? Several times before the attack. I am telling you now, if I was the parents of one of these little girls, right? There's someone in an office whose job it is to make a decision on stuff like this, right? Right? Somebody in an office somewhere looks at a piece of paper, and listen, I'm sure you're underfunded. I'm sure you're overworked. I'm sure the pile of paper on the inside of the tray compared to the outside of the tray is greatly off balance. But like, take a break, man. Like, go outside, like, take your shoes off and touch the grass, and then come back in, and then do your job properly. Like, do your damn job properly. This is the sort of attitude we can excuse when you get a medium fries in your super size. All right? That we can excuse the medium fries instead of the super size. But when it comes to children, when it comes to a repeating problem in the UK, from the government at the highest level to the police and to the very foundations of the departments that are built to protect our children, they are set up flawed and underfunded. Direct quote from a Scotland Yard whistleblower. When he had his job, his job was catching these monsters. He was part of the British task forces who were in charge of rescuing the kids, going through all the horrible content and making sure these people went to prison. And he said he has never seen a more hodgepodge. It's almost like all the officer doofies were hired for this department, then underfunded. And then what happened? Oh, well, he so happened to discover that the police, the lawyers, the judges, the politicians, the actors, well, they were all taking turns with liberties with children, shall we say. And this man was subsequently told to keep his mouth shut or he would be removed from this planet. But he didn't keep his mouth shut. And for whatever reason, he doesn't agree with me, but I don't mind saying this. You know, his son was driven off of a bridge. His car was like forced off a bridge and he died on the operating table. Luckily, he came back to life and is still with us. But this is a realness. This is, there's no jokes going on here. And when the systems and the people who we are tax-paying citizens of the nation, we put our faith in these individuals, we put our trust, and more importantly, we put the trust of our children in these people's hands. And no more. No more can we pretend. No more can we pretend that these systems that have been put in place have our best interests at heart, our children. And let's give them the benefit of the doubt. Let's just say, hey, hang on a second. Yep, hello? Yeah? Yeah, of course. Oh, hang on. Me and my little... Yeah, tiny Joe Pesci. Okay, you want to sit up here? You go up here. My little lump. Now, do you want the lights on? Do you want to look at the fancy lights? Hang on a sec. There you are, princess. All right. Okay, tangled in my own wires here. Yeah, wow, right? Yeah. Oh my God, be careful. Oh, she's gone. Right. Will you calm down? Jesus Christ. All right, I got her now. Okay, just calm it. All right, we're good. All right, all she's wanting to do is push it. I'm going to just do this. This is what we're going to do. There we go. There we go. Now you're on Dad's hair. All right. Oh, there she goes. She's fully staring at the lights now. Jesus, man. Like when they swing their head about like that, honestly, no, honestly when they just look so. Oh, I know, Severin. I don't trust me. I didn't realize she had that much flex off to the one side. It was more in case she whacked herself off this. Yeah, Tiny Joe Pesci, man. She's Tiny Joe Pesci. But I mean, she's fully invested in the lights that are behind me right now. Fully invested. Like if you could see her face, she's like this. Adorable. So yeah, she's doing her thing. So again, now I have to censor even more words. So don't be bad. Don't be doing these things. But there is definitely something very off with the reporting of this, with the way. Hang on, I need to raise this desk a second. And then the desk can support most of her weight. There we go. All right. So yeah, now the desk is supporting most of her. I know. There's been 83 since January. No. That's like 4 a day. That's like 4 a day, Heather. That can't be right. Please tell me that's not right. That can't be right. That can't be right. Oh, what are you saying? He's starting to like talk baby gibberish. Right, hang on, I need to lower this a bit because the camera cable is getting pulled everywhere. Oh yeah, there we go. And now the hair's all ski whiff. All right. As long as you're comfy there, young lady. As long as you're comfy, the fairies will come and visit you in a minute. So I think this Thursday's show with Beverly. Yes, I do, Lauren. Yes, I do. Okay, I've researched about. No, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm hoping you're wrong. It's what I'm saying, because that seems like a lot. It does seem like a lot. Maybe it's like 80 school shootings and incidents. Do you know what I mean? Where maybe no shots were fired, but there was something found, or there was a shutdown. That I could definitely believe. But again, 4 a day would be like 1 in 12 states. You know what I mean? Will you relax? Now she's trying to push her head backwards. She's at it. Just stay away from the mic stand. That's all you need to do. What are you saying? Yeah, you just move your little leg. There you go. Yeah, good girl. All right. So, okay. Home Secretary Yvette Cooper has announced a public inquiry will be held into the attacks. Prime Minister Sir Keir Starmer earlier said the conviction of the violent and sick Southport ender was welcome, but also a moment of trauma for the nation. Do you know what really annoys me is when people point out obvious things to try and make themselves sound smart? Like, the moment of trauma for the nation. He welcomed it, but all, I mean, shut up. Lead us, you. Okay. He added, there are grave questions to answer. Yes, there are. Like, why was this man not arrested months ago? Why was he not under at least some form of government watch? Go and listen. Oh, no. Yeah, you're nice. You're cutie. Like, those are the questions we need answered. Like, why was this not prevented? Why, at the very least, was there not some sort of someone keeping an eye on it? Like, not even a big eye. Just like, okay, where's his phone happen to be? You know, on a screen, on a dot, on a government mega like PC like monitor wall. Like, come on. Like, absolute morons. Will you calm yourself down? Listen, I think I don't know if you're trying to convince everyone that's watching that I don't know how to hold a baby. And every time I move my hand from the back of your head, you're going to do some sort of whiplash thing. I don't know what, because you don't do this. You've never done this before, right? So maybe just relax and stare at the pretty lights. Okay, give me your hair. I'm not trusting you. My baby does have blue eyes, yes. I have 7 blue-eyed children. Yeah. So get used to it, Ron. Yeah. No, it's if you're talking about the head whipping, she's pretty good, but I mean you can see she's what was that? What are you doing? Oh, I think maybe is she maybe following the light with her head like this instead of following it with her eyes? She's just a silly baby. Possibly. So maybe Starmenstein, right? Old Starminator. Maybe let's start fixing this from within, right? Because I'm sure the other day you said you wanted to protect children from the horrors of the internet. Mate, you can't even protect the kids from the horrors of the country you're in charge of. And you're going to tackle the entire internet. Shut up, moron. Absolute moron. He added, there are grave questions to answer. Yep. Britain will rightly demand answers. Yep. And we will leave no stone unturned. Oh, yeah. But we can only unturn stones that you've admitted to. Okay. No. You're not a moron. I've not called you a moron, Lady Warrior. No. You're good. No. I can't remember who I was calling a moron, but it definitely wasn't you. So don't worry. Yeah, the person in the articles, mate. Oh no. Definitely. I can't remember who it was, but it definitely wasn't you. What are you doing? Where are we going now? What's this way for? What kisses? Oh, I give you those keys. Also, turns out if you've got like a big mustache, you can basically stick it in your kid's eyes by accident when you're trying to give them smooches. So you gotta be careful. Gotta give the smooches. Yeah, you're a cutie pie. 764 group run. This reeks of them. Okay, I'm with you. If I can put her whole head in my hand. Do you know how vulnerable you are to the entire world? Ah, you're so adorable, though. Look at the guy. Hey, I'm Joe Pesci. Right. Okay. All right. Go do some work. So, each charge was put to him. Alex, who said his face was covered with a PPE mask, quietly said guilty to each count. Mr. Justice Goose. I'm sorry. Mr. Justice Goose. This is why no one takes us seriously. Like, you can't have a name like Mr. Justice Goose, right? You're just making us all look like idiots at this stage. I'm sorry. Like I don't think politicians or anyone that works in the legal world should be able to have a name like Mr. Justice Goose. Sorry, mate. You can hear me, I know. Those who sit with me say you have nodded your head to indicate you can hear what I'm saying. He told him that he would be sentenced on Thursday, which is tomorrow, and a life sentence was inevitable. Ruba Cabana cannot be sentenced to a whole life term for his crimes because he is under the age of 21. Spicy. Yeah, I'm annoyed about that too. I'm going to say hi to everybody. I'm going to come and say hello. Oh, look at the guy. Look at these cheeks. Look at this. Chick. Why'd you look like Joe Pesci? What are you looking at, mate? You watching the fairies? Watching the fairies. Here we go. Hi, everybody. Hello. Oh, it's mad how tiny they are. Look at. We were all like this. She's side-eyeing the hell out of me. Like we were. Can you? It's mad that we were all this size. Like, look at it. Look at it. Ah, we're having a chat right now. Look at that. I don't care about the podcast topics, Dad. I don't care about the podcast topics, Dad. You're just the best. You gonna go and see Mum? Let Dad get back on with this? Yeah? Something else. All right, 2 minutes, everybody. There we go. Thank you for coming and seeing me. Goodbye. I love you. I want my dad. I want to go back to the podcast. Yeah. Right. Okay. Let's get back to some freaking. All right. All right. Okay. She is a little beauty. Yeah, absolutely. She's freaking awesome, man. Right. So where are we? Those sitting to say, nodded your head. We can't be saying. All right. So we have got. I wonder if there is. I don't understand this unwillingness to investigate this guy before all this happened. Right? I don't understand the holy shit. My son was 3 months prem and weighed 1 pound 14 ounces. He could lay in my partner's hand. Yeah, my little girl Bria, she sadly passed away. She was here for a week after she was born early, and it's absolutely insane when you see a little human. It's like this length. Like Nova's tiny enough. Like normal babies who are tiny enough. But when you see a tiny, tiny baby, it is a lot to take in. A lot. Even if it's a positive outcome, it's still a lot because you've no point of reference in your whole world that lines up with, oh yeah, 1 pound size baby. It's wild. So yeah, anyone who's going through premature babies and things like that, my heart's all go out to you. I hope everything worked out for you. I lost 3 babies, so when my son arrived, I couldn't love anything more than, oh wow. Yeah, old rainbow babies. Oh yeah, I mean, I was telling Dan for the whole pregnancy that I was like a big 16-pound baby. Well, I wasn't. Lady Warrior, I'm so sorry for everyone's losses. Yeah, I was small, but yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, man. Tiny. Yeah. Yeah. Thanks, everybody. Right. So back to these plebs. Okay, so the attack took place during the summer holiday dance for children at the Heart Center in Southport. Axel, who was 17 at the time, who also injured 8 other children, along with a yoga teacher, Leanne Lucas, who, by the way, will all be traumatized now. Just so you know. Like, of course, the people who are no longer with us, absolute tragedy. But we've also got to remember the fact that there is 8 other little kids and a bunch of adults here who will never, ever get over this. Like, imagine one of those little kids is lying in bed. It's a few years late. We're a few years on, and then a Taylor Swift song comes on the radio or something like this, or maybe like she's half asleep in the car, driving with mom and dad. That song comes on the radio, and she's waking up, and the trauma's kicking back in, and it's just unfathomable that this wouldn't be considered a T attack. And it's disgusting that this individual was referred multiple times to the one department who's designed to prevent T-word attacks from happening. Right? To me, let me put this another way to you, right? Let me put this another way to you, just in case people don't understand the hypocrisy. If I phone for a fire engine, right? If I phone up the fire brigade and I go, my house is burning down, mate, I don't expect someone in that office to then go, we need to assess this to see whether or not we should investigate this. I expect someone to be coming in a fire engine to put that stuff out, right? Why is it one rule for ambulances and the fire department, but the rest of the departments are meant to keep our kids safe aren't held to our standards of, facilitating everything that is reported? Or am I missing something here? I mean, am I missing something? Yeah, can KLG go and do me can somebody on Discord message me or tag me in or post somewhere the bloody speech that Starmer did yesterday or the day before? Because apparently the whole country is triggered over this and I missed it. Oh my, listen. Okay. So I'm pretty sure Toby Robertson is currently in prison for saying that the young man who did these horrible atrocities was of a certain religion and an immigrant, right? How in the, like, how though? I mean, I'm sure it was because he incited, apparently they framed it that he incited violence and all of this. And it's just two-tiered madness, mate. It's two-tiered madness. And you know, it's funny how quickly you could turn round, and if you just pay attention to what the media say about one person and don't do a little bit of investigating, it's incredible how misconstrued the actions of individuals, even the charges brought against some of those individuals. But it's fascinating to watch people be silenced. Oh God, Tony Robinson is in jail for showing a video of the GGs. Damn. I take it was the GGs. Oh no, I know what you're saying now. Okay, because did he bring out? He brought out a documentary, I think, didn't he, about the GGs? Okay, nice one. Either way, Vanessa, it's a bit of a mad one, right? The whole Tony Robinson lore is a mad one for me because I don't really like where it started, right? But we're all allowed to evolve and we're all allowed to change, if that makes sense. GG's, can someone let Pam know what GG's is? I can't say it, but you guys can type it. Pound, we will have a page up on my website soon with all of the abbreviations to help people out too. It's called Silenced. Well, okay. We'll stick you on the gold star pupil chair for now. Miss Cobra. Tony played his dog. Honestly, the brooming guy. There you go, exactly. So that's what a GG is one of them. So no, almost Little Miss. Almost. In that situation, we would literally just use the word grape like you have done. If that makes sense. Yeah, well, that's the thing, Vanessa. It's one of those things. So it's very interesting, though. It's very interesting. With Tommy Robinson, I have to say. So, all right. Basically, bunch of plebs in our government absolutely screwing everything up. Patrick Hurley, who became MP for the town less than a month before the attack, said there was a surprise and shock. Really, not to the police. It shouldn't be a surprise and shock to the police, though, mate. Shouldn't be where our taxpayers' money's going, because apparently he was referred several times. A plea coming before the trial started. He said, "We were all hoping the families could get the outcome and justice they needed." They needed. The Labour MP said that he was pleased the victims' families would not have to sit through the mental torture of a lengthy time. Okay, so he's talking about the guilty plea. Okay. I can hear Nova through there giving her mum a hard time. It's too funny. This isn't a day for celebration. It's a day to make sure we remember the victims, he added. We don't need you to remind us of that. This is another guy pointing out the obvious to try and make himself sound smart. Question. RICO charge, but Diddy sitting alone in jail. How? Oh, I don't know. You have to assume, Nikki, that there's. Thank you very much, everyone who's posted that for me. Thank you very much. Is it long? How long is it? Is it something that we can watch on stream? Let me go and have a look. Hang on. Pound, the world is getting freaking crazy. Where are you? Here you go, you little rascal. All right, how long is this? Let's have a look. 36 minutes. Oh, no. No. Oh, wait. 29 minutes? Yeah, like 29 minutes. Okay. We'll go through the highlights of this tomorrow. I'll put this on in the background when I'm cooking with my little notepad of rage. Yeah. Okay, so Lou, we have got, or I say we, and when I say we, I'm talking about the collective voices inside my head. It's banned. The documentary. Are you talking about Tommy's documentary? Are you talking about me watching this link on YouTube? The Stalmer stuff. Thank you, everybody, for sending that over, by the way. I appreciate it. Oh, cause and effect. We're going to go through the Trump stuff, my G. Because, first of all, massive pain. Okay, massive pain, massive decisions with a massive signature. Okay, but he just went for it, man. Like, okay, so what did you make of Trump's comments about no more gender separation and that it's simply man or woman and no other option? I think if you're an adult with a fully functional frontal lobe and brain that's fully developed, and you want to be anything that you want to be in this world, whether that's physically or mentally or sexually or spiritually, right? I think as long as you're an adult, you should be able to do whatever the hell you want. But as far as gender goes, for me, if I was in charge of a country, right, we simply have to boil it down to simplicity of what we're able to create through birth, right? Otherwise, because gender in the eyes of the government has to be something, a physical thing, right? Whereas I think for a social point of view, it can be way more than that. It can be how you feel and how you feel, basically. That's the best way of putting it, right? Or what you are inside your head. I'm not trivializing anything. So I think for a government, it has to be simplistic, but for a people, it can be varied. So I can understand why Trump would want to be simplifying things. Do I think that people who feel like they're born in the wrong body and who want to express how they feel on the inside, on the outside, who are fully developed, mentally sound adults, should have the same rights as me or anybody else? Everybody should have the same rights. But, hang on, let's put the reverb on this. But, anyone who touches a child should be put in prison, including doctors, including parents who want to stagger puberty or any of this stuff. You are all basically mad German scientists from the 1940s and really need dealt with. Okay? Okay? I don't give a rat's ass. I don't give a rat's backside. I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear it. Psychotic is what it is. Okay? Psychotic, mate. It's mad. But you, as an adult, want to live your life in a consensual way with other adults, or you want to change yourself, mate, I'm fully for it. I stand with you. I'm talking about the furries. I'm talking about the transgender people. I'm talking about all of the people. And I didn't mean it. I'm not lumping furries and transgender people together. Okay, I watched a documentary the other day about furries, and they're in my head now. And like, I don't care. I wish I could say this was like a compassionate, I love everyone in the world. I just don't care. Why are we still talking about this? Why haven't we all moved past that people are all different? Oh my God, there's people, and the rest of the people in the world aren't exactly like me. Like, hurry up, catch up, because this is mad, right? It's mad. Okay, it's mad. All right. Karens, on the other hand, I could have a much more widely, like, intimate discussion about why Karens need dealt with, right? Because what is going on in the minds of some people, and I don't just mean women, I don't just mean women. There's some Kevins out there too. All right, trust me. But man, this whole like schools teaching kids about stuff that kids don't need to know about. I am telling you now, it's all going to blow up in the faces of some people. Pal, that sadly, the whole industry, the whole transgender world, right? There is sad statistics. Now, here's the thing. I've met trans people who have totally made the right decision, right? They're all trans women, I might add, right? But they totally have made the right decision. They are married to men. They have a normal life. You know what I'm saying? And they made the right decision, 100%. But there is a percentage that concerns me an awful lot. Because whether it's gender ideology or whether it's anything, people looking for an identity or to be included or to have the feeling that they belong somewhere, I think it's a scary world for that very small percentage of people who fall into it. Because in the USA, what an amazing business model. What an amazing business model for Big Pharma. Turning a man into a woman or a woman into a man and then billing you for the next 50 odd years, giving you all the most expensive parts of it at the start of this because they know that there's a good chance before you hit 30, you're going to, regret what's happened and do something tragic. And the statistics are horrible, man. It really, really is. It really is. But like I say, I know people who have definitely made the right choice. It's mad. It's mad. It's mad. Like, honestly, it's mad. But yeah, that's basically where I'm at with that. I think that's a big enough rant. So very much part of the, if you're a grown up, if your brain's working properly, live your life, be what you want, man. I fully support you. I fully support you. As long as you want to do it with other adults that are consenting, mate. Hell yes. Hell yes. Okay, in the days following the events, Alice was described by her family as the perfect dream child who moved their world with her confidence and empathy. BB's parents, Lauren and BB King, BB's parents, Lauren and Ben King, said that she was a sweet and kind-spirited girl who was full of joy, light, and love. Elsie Dot was said to be extraordinary and an amazing little girl. The corner of the street near to where the attack happened became the sea of flowers as people from all around the country came to pay their respects, including King Charles. Axel was born in Cardiff to Rwandan parents in 2006 and moved to Banks near Southport in 2013. He started behaving violently from year 9 and was excluded from Range High School in Formby in October 2019, age 13. He had attacked a pupil with a hockey stick and had to be restrained by a teacher. Damn. Rubacabana was prevented from returning to his former school a week before the event took place after his father pleaded with a taxi driver not to. Wait, what? Axel was prevented from returning to his former school a week before that took place after his father pleaded with a taxi driver not to take him. He was wearing the same hooded sweatshirt and surgical mask he wore during the attack 1 week later. What? Well, here's the thing, man. He will be dealt with in jail. Do you mean in the British jails? You mean he'll be dealt with in a British jail? Do you know who runs the British jails, mate? Do you want to take a guess at what the main gangs are in the British jails? I'll wait. I'll wait. Okay, thank you, Jan Buckley. And I don't know. But yeah. No. Yes, Nikki, exactly. Predominantly it is one of the major religions who have the upper hand within the prison systems. And listen, this is a tight-knit religion, okay? A very tight-knit religion. Very, very much based in the brotherhood mindset, you know? That is why so many people in the British prisons are converting to that religion. Well, a lot of them become that faith in prison, bad Manolite, because once you're part of the brotherhood, you're protected under the brotherhood, right? And I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just stating the facts here. And I was just responding in a way to someone saying that it'll get dealt with in jail. And my thoughts would be, I don't know if that's necessarily the case in this particular case, just because of the possibility of his faith changing. Now, we know he was in a Christian choir, right? So does that mean I'm right? Maybe not. Maybe not. But does it mean that by having a handbook that was tightly related to a radicalized version of that religion could make us think that maybe in his mind he has converted over, if that makes sense? And I could be wrong. I could be totally wrong. But it's certainly food for thought. Certainly food for thought, if you know what I'm saying. If you know what I'm saying, people. Give me a like and a share and a subscribe if you don't mind, everyone. I don't think I've even asked you during this scream. During this scream. He has allegedly been practicing that faith in prison. Now, I will say that particular word and the other word that we've used for that religion, they're definitely two different things in my eyes, just to be completely clear. Just to be completely clear. I know a lot of people that are part of that religion. The first one, the one with the M. Awesome, lovely, epic, brilliant people. And you know what? I'll tell you what, this right now, man. I used to be very friendly with a guy, and he was Muslim. And his dad was up every morning, literally pressing fresh oranges to make fresh orange juice for his wife. Then he stood and he made little lamb patties. They just leave these little bowls of lamb patties just lying about. Like you'd go into his house and you'd see it because you'd been out. You'd maybe partaken in a little something, a little right. And you're going in and your brain's like, right, we've got to find the lamb patties. We've got to find the lamb patties. And your brain's just beep, 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 and you zone in on this and the little tea towel over the top of them, and there they are. They look like what we would imagine like a hamburger, right? But it's like a little lamb patty. Oh man, it was good times. Yeah, I'm with you there, bad Melanite, right? I'm with you there. But yeah, man, the women in that house runned everything. It was great. It was nice. It was a nice family balance. I'm not saying that's what everyone's like, but yeah, it's often the extremes of something that ruin it for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. All right. Mr. Oil added, it is clear that this man, with a sickening and sustained interest in death and violence, he's shown no sign of remorse. So, with the fact that he will not do a life term, what are we thinking? All right, let's get our guesses in. All right. if he cannot do a full life term, okay, so that means he will see the light of day again, okay. I want you all to write down on a pad of paper in your house how many years you think this guy's going to get, and then type it in the side chat, and we'll see who comes close tomorrow. Right? How many years? What we thinking? What we thinking? And that is for 3 counts of, ending someone, 8 counts of attempted ending someone, and 2 terror charges. What do you think? Okay, I'm going to put up on screen where I think it's going to be. So I'm with Honeybee on this one. I think we're going to see a maximum, like best outcome, best result, best thing that could possibly happen. I think we're looking at 25 years, right? But I also think they'll take a year off for all the court proceedings and everything that's happened up to now. But what about the possibility of 15 years because he pled guilty? All right, so let's be real. Let's enrage an entire nation, right? Let's enrage a nation and give this guy 15 years. Because you know what that would mean, right? That would mean before he's 30 years old, he'll be back out in the streets. What do you think about that? Pound. I get it. I don't think so either, right? But at the same time, the legal system never fails to repeatedly let us down. He is 18. He's 18. Yeah, Larks. That's where I'm at. If I'm going full fantasy mode, 25 years, right? You want to icing on the cake on the fantasy, 25 years with a minimum 20-year sentence. Okay. It's definitely not justice, but that would be beautiful, right? But I genuinely think the judge is going to go, well, thank you for not costing us so much money. Thanks for not making us chase you. Thanks for not making us go through a trial. 15 years, 8 years, 9 years, 10 years with good behavior. Out skis. Oh, do you want to bring her back through, babe? Yeah, bring her through. Rehabilitation. What a wonderful world. Now, here's the thing, right? I'm a big believer in the entire prison system is flawed. Oh, I'll put the lights back on. I can't be arsed with mum. Oh, that's all right. Let's get the lights back on, little one. There you go. Let's get the camera back on. All right. There you go. Yeah. So it's wild. And you remember, I don't think it'll apply to him. No, I definitely won't apply to him. But like, I remember when the Jamie Bulger case happened, John Venables and the other guy, the amount of money that was spent on witness protection systems for them and all of that. Oh, right. That's it. You've no. That's it. I'm not having the head whips. You can lie that way. Okay. Nah, do you know what? Here's the thing. None of you are going to like what Ron would want to happen to the prison system. Because Ron believes the amount of countries that have focused on harsh punishment and dehumanizing criminals, okay? It doesn't work. It doesn't work. Like, What do you want from a prison system? Do you want punishment and dehumanization with a higher reoffending rate, or do you want rehabilitated members of society and a low reoffending rate? Sorry, reoffending rate. And I'm being serious. We're not going to hold each other against each other for what we think on this. But would you rather have a prison system that rehabilitates humans and makes less criminals, or punish and dehumanize criminals and have a higher rate of criminals reoffending? Because we've got it all wrong, man. And we've got it all wrong. We really do. And Norway, their prison system is really what I'm referring to. And the craziest thing, of all the places in America, San Quentin was bought over and is now going to be turned into America's first version of a Norwegian style prison structure. And a Norwegian prison structure is the only thing that's taken from you as a prisoner is your freedom. So you live in a house on an island with 3 other criminals, with kitchen utensils and a couch and rooms and a toilet and lots of CCTV, obviously, and snipers and towers. And, you can go and do sports or go for a run outside. They remove your freedom, but they leave the humanity, and they focus entirely on changing what brought you there in the first place. And they have the lowest reoffending rate in the world. And it's shocking, because the evidence is right there for our system being terrible. Not all Norwegian prisons are like that. No problem, wench. No problem, mate. But when I watched the parents of the massacre of those children that happened in Norway, when that blonde-haired dude set off a big boom boom inside a van outside a police department, so that all the police attention was on that, and then he went out and took the lives of a bunch of children. When you hear the parents of those children saying that they want him rehabilitated and back in society, and they don't believe that he should be treated like an animal, you realize how far behind we are compared to some cultures, civilizations, whatever, countries. Because if they, the victims' parents, can see things in a different way, then by goddamn, so can we. Oh, by goddamn, so can we. So yeah, Stephen, what's happening, son? What is happening? So yeah, anyway, let's get flipping this guy off here and let's jump onto this. So today, oh, I'm sorry, that was loud. I'm sorry. Do we need to have a big cuddle? Was that not a big enough cuddle? That not a big enough? You're trying to do the thing with your head again. So you're on camera and you're trying to look good. Also, as well, Norway, right? People have mortgages and can afford them, and will go on maybe like a holiday each year and can afford birthday and Christmas presents. And they also, I'm pretty sure, have a mad tax bracket where they can afford all these things, even though their taxes are super high. They can still all afford these things. It's crazy, right? It's crazy. Oh, Poland. Poland doesn't take illegals. Poland's prime minister passed a bill at the start of last year that if you come to the Polish border without any papers and try and cross it, they'll pew you in the face. Hell yeah, though. I mean, that's how you have to be. You know what I'm saying? There's a little chicken nugget. Right. So Cher Lloyd, right, was, in fact, if I can just support her little head, right? All right. Okay. No, we're not going to do that because you're going to get upset. What we're thinking, you want me to hold your head so you can look up at the lights like that? Are you serious? Oh, don't you put your head back. I'm going to put you on this side. You're freaking me out. All right. That's fine. All right. Okay. Oh, look, we are multitasking here today, people. Am I shouting right in your ears? I'm sorry. All right, yeah. Okay. So let's go back to the beginning. And please, oh, God damn it. Right, please stay with me on this. We're going somewhere. All right. Okay, this might be a slower burn than we'd want. Okay, because of said tiny person here. But let's have a look at this, right? So this is Cher Lloyd. This is her X Factor edition 14 years ago.
You're right. I'm alright. I just heard this. I just walked in.
So here she is here.
What's your name?
My name's Cher.
Yep, we know. All right. So who have we got here? All right, we've got Cheryl Cole. We've got Louis. We've got Louis again. And we've got Louis again. Oh, mate, those jeans are tragic, though. Like, can we just... Come on. Okay, so Cher Lloyd right here. So Cher Lloyd is the mother to Liam Payne's children, right? Or one of his children, right? So, not that there's any conspiracies around Liam Payne, right? Then we also have, Simon Cowell. And Cher Lloyd went on to, I don't know if she won. I can't even remember if she won or not, right? But she went on to have a couple of singles after being on the X Factor and being part of it all. And if we jump over to her YouTube, she hasn't uploaded for 4 years. All right. For 4 years. Then she came out 5 days ago with Head Down. All right. Hello. You're very distracting and wonderful. Do you know that? Yeah. Right. So this came, I don't know how this was playing on my computer, but it was. Okay. And I'm listening to the song. And when we get to the second verse, my ears sort of prick up. So we'll play through it.
Head down. I'ma keep my head down. It was all I ever wanted. I thought I was flying, I was falling. I never saw it coming. Chew me up, spin me out, throw me back on the ground. Now I'm wide awake and I got it. You know what you did. Why you calling? I never saw it coming. So I'ma keep my head down, try and make some money just to keep.
Yeah, I'll cut it out if I get copyrighted. I'm not worried about
it. Down. First you need some confidence, I always knew.
All right, so we're going to the second verse now, right? Like,
all the people who ignored me will soon be sad and rose and they'll applaud me, tagging me in all their Insta stories, telling me they love me like they always knew, like they always knew. Said that I don't amount to nothing if I don't show a little something. You know that everybody does it. You sold me the dream, I was just 17. Now,
all right. So it's all I ever wanted. I thought I was flying, I was falling. I never saw it coming. Chew me up and spit me out, throw me back on the ground, through the chorus, and then we're into the second verse. You said I'd amount to nothing if I didn't show a little something. You know that everybody does it. You sold me the dream I was just 17. Mate, what? That's mad. Like, I'm not being funny. Who's she talking about? Is she talking about Cowell? Is she talking about Cowell? He burped. You have a wee burp to yourself here. All right. Let me just sit you on the desk while Daddy tries to solve the problems that we're facing as a society. So, what do you think? Because the pound, I don't know if I would say Diddy, but I feel like she's talking about the music industry and whoever was dealing with her. She was definitely, I'm pretty sure her mentor was Cheryl. But obviously, this is another female with ties to Simon Cowell and X Factor that has outspoken about the way, or she's not outspoken in the slightest, that to my knowledge, but has put out a song that can maybe. Oh, listen, Collie, I would love to reach out and try and get her on the show. I really, really would. I really, really would. Now, just give me a second. Sorry. Yeah, sorry. No, it's not about Krista. It's not about whether the song's good or not. We're talking about the lyrics, mate. You're getting too much. You come off the creative criticism vibe and focus on the hidden message vibe. Okay, we don't have to like her music, but if there's a cry for help in there, I'm pretty sure we can all take a minute to listen. What are you trying to do? Do you know how warm you are? Do you? You're absolutely tiny, but you're. I feel like I'm holding like a tiny bag of sun. You're so beautiful. Yeah. All right. Okay. Right. What else? So I just wanted to point that out because it's very odd, right? She was super young. Let me cut back over here. So you can see her. This is her on the X Factor when she done her auditions. This is her doing her sing song. I know. The fashion choice was terrible. Okay. But listen, it was the earlys. It was the early noughties, man. How cringe are people singing or music videos without the sound on? Like, what's going on here? Like, see if you were deaf and you didn't know what music was, and every now and again you just saw someone doing this, you'd be like, I'm stealing well clear of these folk. This is a madness. Yep. Thank you. Thank you. Because my next point on this cause and effect, he was one of these artists that if you were like a 17-year-old girl in the UK, you could totally relate to this girl's music. She sang about absolute pap, right? But she really was good at singing about pap. And she had massive exposure. And it was honestly as if she had a choice to make. And one of those choices was, play along with the shenanigans. And the other choice was bail and be locked out. And I feel like that's the vibe from this, man. So, yeah, right, Vanessa, right? I don't have to be a fan of somebody to respect the game and know that what they were doing was good. It just wasn't my cup of tea. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, we're not bringing Jojo Siwa into this, are we? Okay, honestly, Jojo Siwa is off her nut. What's the matter? Do we need to change her bum? We need to change her bum. Dan. Oh no, not that Jojo. Okay, nice one. Can you come and grab her a minute? I think she might need her bum changed, and I'm about 5 trillion degrees. I'm saying, can you grab her? Yeah, she might need a wee or bum change. But she's so hot. I need to open a door and change my top because it is molten. Right, everyone, just watch this silent Cher Lloyd dance on stage. What to do is maybe make up the lyrics inside your own head whilst collectively make up a song in your head while I change my top. Oh, we do like to be beside the seaside. All right. Open the door. an Uzi that doesn't feel like it has the thermal capabilities of a polar bear. Oh man. Ah. All right. ADHD mode. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. Right. Back over here. We're almost done, guys. We're almost there. We're almost there. Okay. She's singing about Big Ron. Okay. Right. Tie the freaking hair up. Because like my hair just forms like a molten seal around my neck. And it's like, oh, you're going to sit here and do your job, Nah, mate. Nah, mate. Yeah, she is adorable. Okay. Big Ron. Fucking Big Ron on X-Men. What is going on? Ron was just changing his jumper because the hoodie he had on was too hot. Too hot, man. And I had to open the back door because it was holding her is like holding a bag of molten lava. Okay, so the hair's up now. The neck's clear. Okay, we've got a bit of temperature control going on here. Okay, let's remember what the diddler said. They don't want talented people. They want people with little to no talent because they're easier to control because they can blind them with being a star. Yes. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if it's a direct quote, but definitely. You know what I'm saying? Let's go one step further. Let's put the hood up over. Let's put the hood up over the hair and over the headphones because they all fit in this hood. Like, who made this hood? What we need is a headphone encompassing hood. You know what I'm saying? Like some. It's like. I'm not going to say what I thought I was going to say. Right. Okay. Okay. So very suspicious lyrics. I just had to point that out because I wonder if there's a rabbit hole none of us know about Cher Lloyd. I wonder if there's like a story to be told. Or maybe I'm reading too much into stuff, right? Maybe I could be reading into stuff. No, what we'll do is we'll do like a turn up on the hood. Right? Oh, yes. There was an interview in 2020. All right. This is the picture of this is the picture I want you to send to people when you tell them to come and subscribe to the channel. All right. All right, let's get serious. All right. Randy, good luck with that one. That was for you, mate. What else have we got? Oh God, yeah, Trump. Trump, baby. Right. Okay, Trumpy Trump. Where's your list? I have your list here. Okay. What executive orders did Trump sign so far? The economy and TikTok, America First, immigration and national security, climate and energy, overhauling federal bureaucracy, diversity, equity, and inclusion and transgender rights. Oh. Eggs or sperm? Yeah, that's a good way to find it. Okay, it's gonna be spicy. Sharpie envy, yeah, 100%. Who did Trump pardon? Okay, so we're gonna get a few of these. All right, but imagine these, and I just want to point.
President Donald.
Shut up. Oh God, just nothing apart from some mad woman's face. Right. Okay. All right, let's jump into this. So the economy and TikTok. Trump signed a largely symbolic memorandum that he described as directing every federal agency to combat consumer inflation. By repealing Biden's actions and adding his own orders, Trump is easing regulatory burdens on oil and natural gas production, something he promises will bring down the costs of all consumer goods. Trump is specifically targeting a lot. Oh, no. No. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to change the title of this. All right, sorry about this, everybody, but we've got to be honest here with this. Okay, 1 second. All right, so if I do this, and then I do this, and then I do this. All right, we're going to change the title of this to what it actually should be. The destruction of Alaska. Yeah, the destruction of Alaska. Oh, that's not how you spell Alaska. Alaska and TikTok. Okay, the destruction of Alaska. That makes more sense. All right. We'll get it right for you, mate. Don't worry, Trump. We'll get all this right for you. Right. So the destruction of Alaska and TikTok. On trade, the president is expected to impose 25% tariffs. Okay, so there's all of the trade with those countries gone. It's so funny. Like America is trying to force the UK into buying some of its products, I think. Like, we don't want your crap, okay? Like, if we change the gun laws here, we'll be right on the phone to you guys. Right on the phone. Teach us the way. How do we load this thing? 100%. But we don't want your crap, man. Are you mad? Americans don't even want their crap. Oh, thanks, you freaking lunatics. So Trump also signed an order that intended to pause Congress on TikTok ban for 75 days. Oh, did you hear? Did you hear he wants half? He's like, okay, so what we're gonna do is we're just gonna take half of what TikTok make. I'm all for that. Like, listen, somebody needs to pay off China. Okay, America owes a lot of money. All right. If this was a gangster movie, right? Like, America is the sort of former Olympian, right, who got hooked on pills and it's now ran out of money, it's ran out of clout, and it's been having to get its pills on Chucky, and it's run up a huge debt list to this huge, horrible, synthetic opioid making country. And now you're like, everyone's gonna be fine. Everyone's gonna be no. So I'm well up for Trump taking half the money from TikTok, from basically a Chinese company coming into America, and him going, whoa. You can't come in here unless you give us half. And then he just pays off the bajillion trillions of debt with their own money. It's genius. It's genius. America first. Oh, no. Do you know what? I think I'm going to have to change this one too. I think I would feel much more comfortable if the government, if I was an American, I would much prefer this. If I was an American, I would want Americans first. All right, then America. Okay. As he said during the first administration, Trump is pulling the USA out of the World Health Organization. Yes. Have you heard? I love how Trump breaks things down. Like, it just comes down to him feeling like people have taken the piss out of him. Like, he feels that the World Health Organization took the piss out of him. So he's like, we're out, mate. 500 million. You're wanting 500 million from us, right? But then you're offering it up for 30 million for other countries. You're like, oh, no, not today. Not today. Yeah. All right. Foreign spending. Moves to fit in a more Isolationist. Both moves fit into more of an isolationist, America first approach to international affairs. What? That doesn't even make any sense. That makes no sense. Comprehension. Both move. Okay, so I'm going to call bullshit. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. All right. I think that's more accurate for this. Bullshit. Right. So, what's the next one? In more symbolic moves, Trump has planned to sign an order renaming the Gulf of what? The Gulf of Mexico, making it. Oh my God! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up right now! Oh my God! This man has drones flying in his sky that nobody has a clue about, right? And he's going to spend money renaming this the Gulf of America. This is genius. I mean, this is genius, right? I mean, oh, dude, what a guy. What a guy. Okay, the destruction of Alaska and TikTok. Keep in mind that is the real name of this. Americans first. Okay. And then you've got all the bulls. Okay, this is too good though. The Gulf of Mexico, the Gulf of America. That is amazing. The highest mountain in North America, known as Denali, will revert back to Mount McKinley. It's Barack Obama had the audacity to change the name of a freaking what? A mountain, and he's changing it back. America! Oh, this is brilliant. This is the TV series I want. I want the White House live, the Netflix series. This man is wow. Okay. His name until President Barack Obama changed it. And Trump signed an order that flags must be at full height at every future inauguration day. The order came because former President Jimmy Carter's death had prompted flags to be half-staff. Trump demanded that they be moved up Monday. Another Trump order calls for promoting beautiful. Wait. Okay, thank God. Oh, God. All right. Promoting beautiful federal civic architecture. I swear to God, man, I just read the word beautiful and I was like, oh no. Oh no. Trump's Donald Trump's, what's the word that when you give Donald Trump's scholarship for Russian gymnasts aged between 21 and 26 that they never got the education because they dedicated themselves fully to their craft. You know what I'm saying? Those poor gymnasts. All right. Immigration and national security, baby. All right. Like and share. Let's get some likes and shares. Let's get some sharey shares, some likey likes. Let's all have a little sip of our beverage. Delicious. All right. All right. I'm feeling the hood, by the way. I'm feeling it's comical, but my head actually looks small. Why am I shouting? Why are you all shouting? Shut up. Right. Trump reserved several immigration orders. Trump reversed several immigration orders from Biden's presidency, including one that narrowed deportation priorities to people who commit severe crimes and deemed national security threats, or who were stopped at the border. It returns to the government to Trump's first-term policy that everyone in the country illegally. Yes, my guy. Yes. 100%. But I'll be honest. If there's an easy way of going through a list, right, and going, he's a rapist, he's a rapist, he's a PDF file, he's a PDF file rapist. Get rid of them first, right? But I'm pretty sure there's not a big list where everyone's confessed to their crimes, right? So it's a moot point. It's a moot point. I don't think we'd have a problem if all the illegal immigrants, when they got to the border, went, "Oh yeah, I'm a grapey murdering PDF file. Oh, I can't come in. Oh. But I'm like I'm a doctor. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it just doesn't happen. There's not a big list of them, the criminals. So, a bit of a moot point. The president declared national emergency at the U.S.-Mexico. Oh, this is going to be good. Declared national emergency at the U.S.-Mexico border, and he has plans to send U.S. troops to help support immigration agents and restrict refugee asylum. Brilliant. Trump is trying to end birthright citizenship. All right, what the hell is this? This doesn't sound good. This sounds like messiness. Trump is trying to end birthright citizenship. It's unclear, though, whether his order will survive inevitable legal challenges, since birthright citizenship is enshrined in U.S. Constitution. Yeah, so I think if you're born in America, like, for example, if your mum is from Mexico and she's giving birth to you and makes it across the border and you're born on the other side of the border, you're an American. Okay. That's just the way it is. I'm sorry. Constitution, baby. Can't be changed. He temporarily suspended the U.S. refugee admission program. And listen, I'm not saying that poor woman isn't wrong for sneaking into America to have her baby, but at least put up a fence or something. This is like, see, when the rest of the world found out that America for years was going, but the border, and then we seen your border, mate. My hedge, I've got a 12-foot hedge that goes round the border of my little part of the country. You can't get through it, mate. You can't get through it. America, nothing. If anything, it looked like you've purposely killed all the vegetation so that it's just a nice walk. Just a perfect footpath. Whole border. Oh, this is awfully nice to walk on. Suspicious much? Dumbasses. I mean, I'm sorry. Put a freaking fence up or something. Like, it doesn't even have to be a big fence, just anything. There's these cow fences that are electric. Get them, a big wire, bad boy, something. So yeah, when the rest of us found out that you had been moaning about the border and then you have nothing to stop people, it was a bit like, so yeah, why did we side quest onto this? Preventing access to programs, where we are, I don't know. But yeah, do something about the border, because then there'll be a lot less questions being raised, like birthrights, if people who are not meant to be there can't get in. Build a wall. I'm pretty sure somebody already had that suggestion, right? Because all I'm saying is, if every American if every American buys 5 bricks, right? You see where I'm going with this? You all buy 5 bricks, and then one at a time on a rotation, you all go to the border and you lay your 5 bricks. And then the next American puts their 5 bricks down. And then the next American, and so on. Job done, right? Listen, I can't sit here every day and fix all your problems, America. I'm not going to lie. Like, took me 5 minutes to think that. 5 minutes. I tell you what, I'll even go to the border and I'll set up 5 bricks on Amazon, right? 5 bricks. You buy the bricks. I'll slap that down. Slap it down. Okay? No bother. I'll put in my bit for you guys. No bother. Can't be bothered doing it yourself. No bother. No bother, pal. I'm sure. Oh, they're going to build tunnels. That's fine. We'll just, like, you ever seen the game Kerplunk? You just get a bunch of big stabby things and just in the ground. Ah! Yeah, I'm watching yous. Uh-huh. So yeah, what else? What other fun? Oh, I pushed the wrong thing. Now all their stupid redone words have gone. All right, let's have a look. Climate change and end. Have we gone off this? I'm trying to end birthright citizenship. No, can't do that. Constitution. Asylum. Okay. Pending a review to assess the program's public safety and national security implications, he also pledged to restart the policy that foreign asylum seekers to wait over the border in Mexico. But officials didn't say, yeah, of course they should wait at the border. What is going on, right? So how about this world? And I'm not just talking to America. How about this planet Earth? How about if you're not allowed to go somewhere without the proper paperwork and there's systems in place that might be frustrating, and you don't like that, go and suck your mum. Like, wait or suck your mum. All right? Because countries should be concerned with their people and their people's safety before we do the kind thing of saying, couldn't we offer you some assistance? Like, the world's not fair, okay? But that doesn't mean that we are like butter that you can spread about the place all you want. Oh, I'm sorry that there's some madness going on in our country and it's been wiped out partially because of some crazy mofo. Yes, maybe we sold them the weapons. Nobody knows. But I'm just sorry, mate. I'm sorry about that. You know? Sometimes I think I'm going to put myself when I sneeze too hard. Life is bad. Life is bad. But there is enough good to go round. There is enough good to go round. There is incredible people that have come from all around the world to my country, to America, to other countries. And they've done it from places that are horrific. And they've done it in a way that's right. And that's all I think should be at the forefront. It's as simple as that, man. It doesn't. I mean, I'm not that smart, man. Like, I'm not that smart, right? I'm not. But in the same way as you shouldn't be able to go into a shop and lift up whatever you want and leave, that's not allowed. That's how I feel about my culture, my land, my people. We ain't here to be pushed aside and have liberties taken. It's just not happening, mate. It's not happening. It's not happening. And you're pushing people. The world is slowly pushing people into little groups. It's just separating us more, divide and conquer. Okay. And it's working, man. It's working. Yeah, I went off on a rant there. Again, don't know where any of that comes from. I'll be honest. Anyway, let's keep busting some chops here, right? So I'm kind of okay with am I okay with the immigration stuff? Yeah. America should be about Americans and those who want to legally become them. That's what I think. In fact, what about sympathy? I have lots of sympathy. I've got sympathy for all the families that are affected by illegal immigration. I have sympathy for the daughters, fathers who are R-worded and who are abused in the streets. I've got sympathy for the mums who drop their kids off at school in New York and there's nowhere for their kids to go to school. That's who I feel sorry for. That's who I feel sorry for. And yes, there is room for everyone in so many of these countries. But to demonize the people who live there, who have came there legally, it's just not right. It's not right. It's just not right. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm narrow-minded. Maybe I'm not like woke or whatever. But it seems simple to me that a country should care about its people first. And don't get me wrong, right? See, if America had like a whole bunch of empty America, and they were like, what are we going to do with this America? There's a lot of America left here. Anybody in America want to do anything with this leftover America? No? Okay, let's open up the floodgates and let's let some people in. Does that not make sense? I mean, does it not make sense? Because it makes sense to me, and I'm not that smart. Okay, overhauling federal bureaucracy. Oh, it does say bureaucracy, right? Yeah, it does. Trump has halted federal government hiring. Like, it's so good. Like, he's off his nut. Like, he's off his nut. And you know, I hope he pulled that face. I hope he done the whole, I'm halting all spending. I hope he pulled it. I hope he has worn that face into the ground, man. Like, I hope, right? A little bit of me hopes he's got one of those, like a really pimped out mobility scooter, right? Not because he needs one, but because he looks even more of a smug mofo as he goes through the whole White House, man. You can't spend any money. I'm going to out you. I know what the drones are. Aha. Yes. Yes. Too good. Right. Trump has halted federal hiring, accepting the military. Accepting? Government accept the military and other parts of the government that went, what? You've halted government's hiring except for the military and other parts of the government that went unnamed. So you're still hiring, right? You basically went, all of the people that annoyed me, no money for you. No money for you. None. Oh, are you meant to be live on here, Tommy? Have I just ranted for more than I should be? Are you meant to be on here, mate? If you're meant to be on here, come and jump on here and I'll end and you can start. Or if I've got that wrong, it's fine because I'm going to rant, mate. He added a freeze on new federal regulations while he builds out his second administration. He formally empowered the so-called Department of Energy Efficiency, which is Doge. When you DOGE, Doge. Oh yeah, it says it there. Okay, brilliant. Which is being led by Elon Musk, the world's richest man. What are these words? Ostensive. All right. You want me? Okay, we'll do this. I'm going to look it up. Okay, all right. Say it. Ostensibly, of an adverb in an don't no. From appearance on the. Look at this. Look at this word, right? Oh, apparently is another word. Okay. Because I was going to say similar words. What is that? What is that? What is that? Put a one in the side chat if you've used either of these words in the last 12 months. Either of those words. Okay.
Ostensibly.
All right. Ostensibly an effort to streamline government. Doge is not an official agency. It's just his mates. It's just that Doge is just Trump's little clubhouse. You know what I'm saying? Do you remember when The Office had the inner circle with Will Ferrell? That's what's happening here. It's the inner circle with Will Ferrell. Doge is not, but Trump appears to be poised to give Musk wide latitude to recommend. Yeah, I'll be honest with you. If you didn't really understand tech that well, and you had the opportunity to bring Elon Musk as your advisor on all things nerdy, I'm all for that. Like, would you rather Elon Musk was on the side of worked with your government, or I'm all right with Elon Musk being around there? Now, the salute thing's a bit mad, right? What is going on? Like, just to reiterate, if you're ever going to do anything involving your hand on your chest where you extend out your arm, you cannot extend it with the blade hand. You have to go peace, thumbs up, or emperor finger. Okay? 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 Okay. All right. These are all. This is a no. The blade hands are not. That is a. It's out. All right. Diversity, equality, inclusion, and trans. This is going to be a mess, right? Okay. Trump is rolling back protections for transgender people and terminating diversity. I don't know what. How can you terminate diversity? How do you terminate diversity? What does that mean? Like how? It's like Michael Scott screaming bankruptcy. Okay, so I don't know how you can terminate diversity. It must be a policy or something. Equity and, in conclusion, programs with the federal government. Both are major shifts for the federal policy and are in line with Trump's campaign trail promises. In order, okay, so yeah, I don't know what this means. Rolling back protections for transgender people. So I don't know what kind of protection transgender people had, but they surely have the same protection as everyone else. I don't know what that means. Protection for transgender people. Does that mean that it becomes a crime to harass them? Like if you were being prejudiced just because. So, for example, if you were hating on a transgender person just because they're transgender and not because they're an asshole, that should be a hate crime, right? I think so, right? Like if you attack me just because I'm a white straight dude, that's a hate crime too, right? You know what I'm saying? I think that's right? I think that should be the case. Yeah, Trump said 2 genders. Listen, from a legal government point of view, it's a way less sticky situation because 2 genders we can biologically prove. So from a government and running a country point of view, it makes sense to make it make sense, right? But from the people that live in that country, you should be allowed to believe whatever you want and be whoever you want and have the right to not be persecuted for that if you're a consenting adult with a perfectly formed brain and you do these things with other consenting adults. I don't understand why we're still going on about what adults do in 2025. Like, I'm not stating anything, Lady Warrior. I'm telling you that I can understand why a government official would want to would go with the easier option. That's all I'm saying. But I don't think it's right to take, like, for example, if now you can go up to someone who's trans and verbally abuse them or anything like that just because they're trans, and then nothing's going to happen, that's not right. Does that make sense? That makes sense. I think that makes sense. I think that makes sense. Because here's the thing, like, I understand that from a societal point of view, people are like, well, I'm non-binary, I'm this, I'm that, and I get that. But if you're lying on a doctor's table, right, and there's one medication for biological males and one for biological women, do you expect there to be a non-binary option? Like, I don't understand how that works because it's biology that medicine goes off, not what's in your head or how you feel, right? Does that make sense? Am I talking madness? I think that makes sense. One order declares that federal government would recognize only 2 sexes, male and female, and they are not to be defined based. And they're to be defined based on whether people are born with eggs or sperm. Fair enough. That sounds like a very budgetary friendly way of wrapping this up for a government. Rather than the other chromosomes according to details of becoming order, shelters and migrants and our victims would whoa. Federal prisons and shelters for migrants and our victims would be segregated by SEX as defined by the order. Yes. Good, right? That's good though, right? Because I can tell you right now, there's been cases in Scotland where PDF files who abused their own children have gone to prison and then transitioned so that they can go into a female prison. And I don't know how I would feel if I was a woman who'd been arred and maybe, you know, defended myself and ended up in prison for some god-awful injustice. And then a dude who says that he has transitioned has moved into that prison. Now, I'm not talking about the people who I was talking about earlier, who it's genuine and it works for and all that, but the system can be very much abused, man. And then there's the whole sport stuff, man. Like, why can't we have a discussion about sports, right, that makes sense for once? Like, we've got the Olympics, we've got the Paralympics, we've got the Winter Olympics. Like, where's the Super Olympics? I want to see all performance-enhancing substances allowed for the Super Olympics. Like, who gives a crap anymore about the peak of fitness? We've seen it all, mate. It's the age of the internet, bro. No one cares, all right? I want to see the jacked-up monsters. I want to see that javelin, right, going 4.5 miles. Okay, I want to be like, and for the first time in Olympic history, the javelin has crossed through 3 nations. Aha. Yes, mate. I want to see, and I'll tell you something else. I'll take it one step further. Okay. How about the Bio Olympics? How about all DNA splicing genetics is allowed? You've got the Chinese splicing human and dolphin as it goes through the water, mate. That's what I'm talking about. Let's spice it up. Let's cyberpunk 2025 this shizzle. I'm bored, man. I'm bored. Like, give me, I need at least a robot finger or something by the end of this year. I'm bored with this nonsense, man. Like, where's my hoverboards? Like, where's all the stuff? Give us the stuff, man. They gave us iPhones, and then for the last 2 decades, we've been looking at them going, no, new stuff. We need new stuff. Like and share. Who did Trump pardon? I don't care, right? I imagine all the people that turned up. Did he pardon the Viking guy? I'd be better if pardoned the Viking guy. Who did? No one cares. I don't care. I imagine Biden pardoned his son and all of his Malky pals. All right. There's definitely more that he signed in this, right? But look at the size of the signature. Like, is that normal? Like, the man signed all of this with a massive Sharpie pen, right? It looked like they were trying to make him look like a toddler. And I'm not, hey, listen, it might have been a flex. It might have been a power move. Okay. But look at the size of that signature. This is the signature version of those phones that you get for your grandparents with the massive buttons, right? That they can press with their elbows. Do you know what I'm saying? One, two. You know what I'm saying? Because that pen and that signature are massive, right? I don't know if that's normal. Can we find footage of other presidents doing this to see? He only uses Sharpies. Is this a thing? Is this some like Donald Trump lore that we're finding out here that he only uses Sharpies? It's so good. Like, it was so random, man. Like, because obviously you've got, but if you take away the presidency from Donald Trump, the guy's a bagillionaire. He's a legend within like the planet Earth lore for years. And then you combine the president, I am a Taurus, 100%. Combine that with being a president in the Oval Office, and he pulls out a Sharpie, right? It looked like a black version of this. And he's like, okay, we'll do it again, right? He's like this, right? Oh, you want to know about the drones? Legend, man. Just legend. Can you imagine, right? Could you imagine if this was like imagine if he was brought a restaurant receipt to sign? He'd have to turn it sideways. He'd have to go long form. You'd have to go long form, man, because that ain't fitting on something normal, bro. But listen, I'm all for Trump. 1,000,000 billion %. Obviously, when it comes to human beings, everyone deserves to be happy, deserves a chance at a good life. And to turn around to the citizens of any nation and say this can only be achieved by opening the floodgates and continuing allowing atrocities to happen on the land that these people have come to. ain't my bag. Like, I ain't here to even condone or listen to this crap anymore, right? It's 2025. I'm not taking any crap this year, and that includes from government policies, whether it's in my own or whether it's in a foreign country. So, excuse me. So, my government, suck your mum. America, we'll see how you do. We'll see how Trump rolls out. But yeah, man, we need. Oh, so I'm trying to get some of those little fairy doors, right, that we were looking at the other day as some giveaways for all you lovely people. I'll keep you posted on that though. And yeah, what time is it? 6:30. 2.5 hours we've almost done today, guys. Really, really appreciate all of you being here. It's been a really fun show. Close to 1,000 across all platforms, and I really appreciate that. Yeah, Ron's mood's definitely changed this year, bro. I know you're not a bro, but it's an international. It's a word that you just everyone. You're all mates and bros. Okay, here's some more. Hang on a minute. Affecting travel. Gulf of Mexico becomes Gulf of America. I wonder what else he'll change. Mexico is not on board with Trump's plan to change the Gulf. Mate, Mexico is about to have all of its cartels declared as terrorist groups, right? And Trump's going to roll on in, right? Oh, God, I hope, I swear to God, a little bit of me just hopes that there's like a big over-the-top American flag tank, right? With Donald Trump sitting at the top of it, Busby with his tank just rolling into Mexico. Do you know what I mean? Actually, what would you rather, America, right? Would you rather spend another 5 billion this year or 50 billion, whatever it is, on the army and defense? Or do you want to spend 50 billion, right, on one mega war robot, right? Like a big one, like one of those Pacific Rim bad boys, right? That just defends the motherland. Because that's way cooler, man. Oh, we've got a big army. Oh, we've got a big army. Wow. Tell it to you and Henry VIII, my guy, you know. Ooh. But no one's been like Pacific Rim robot, mate. Yeah. You'll wish that. Oh, Wendy, I was just about to say that. You'll wish. See, when Japan finally whip out Godzilla, and because when they've had enough, they're just like, right, enough's enough now. Push the big fucking green button, and out he comes. Right, you're going to wish you had that Pacific Rim robot. Okay. I'm just saying. You know, they often laugh that Scotland is the one that has to store all the nuclear weapons in the UK. We didn't laugh. We were like, you want us to hold on to these, yeah? So you want us to hold on to all of them, right? And Wales and Ireland and England went, yeah, man, you take them all. And we were like, yeah, okay, sure, no problem. Yes, it's called Trident. There was a big argument in the UK about whether or not we need to keep funding Trident. Yes, we do. We need to build a Pacific Rim robot, load all of the nukes onto it, paint a big Scottish flag on it, and just be like, come at us, bro. Come at us. What are you going to... Who is joining the army fight? Who's joining the fight to fight the Pacific Rim robot? No one. No one's doing that. None of you are. No one. Nobody. So, for the win, Pacific Rim robot. I think I've lost track of reality enough now, really, haven't we? I think we've done a good show. I'm not going to lie. It's been a very fun day. We've got the mega hood on. We'll even put the lights back on. You know, you spend all this money on lights, and the biggest flex is just turning them off. So yeah, what's happening next? Go and watch the interview I done with Danny Henderson. Awesome. It's on Danny Henderson's channel. Back tomorrow with Beverly. The Wednesday Beverly show is now moved to Thursdays. I've just touched base, and I think 8:00 on Sundays I've got a new series starting with John Wedger. A week on Friday we start the Surviving Life, the podcast, and February we start heading off out into the real world to do ghost investigations. And like, I live in a pretty cool city. Edinburgh's pretty cool. And there's a bunch of you, especially Americans, man. The Canadians and the Americans and the Australians, man, they will love some of these live streams because we'll just go for a walk. You know, we'll wait until the weather gets a bit better. We'll go up to the castle. We'll go and show you the old streets. We'll go show you all the Harry Potter stuff. And you can all like be like, oh my God, what is your clan name? What's your clan name, Ron? Oh my God, Ron, what's your title? My granddaddy was from Wisconsin. Shut up. Shut up. Okay? Shut up. Shut up. Okay, one day you will have your own legacy, America. Okay, we get it. You're still 5 seconds old. Shut up. All right? Shush. Okay, thank you. So yeah. I love Americans. Don't get me wrong. I love you guys. But man, you know more about your Scottish and Irish heritage than anyone in Scotland or Ireland. Okay? Okay? I'm just saying, right? I've met people in the festival. They're like, oh my gosh, are you from Edinburgh? Are you from Edinburgh? Hey, Jimmy, this guy's from Edinburgh. Hey, we're here. We're just here for the festival in Edinburgh. And I just want to know, what's your clan name? What's your target? I'm from the Jamesons. It's like, all right, mate. All right. How about give me your wallet? Give me your wallet and your phone. All right. You made this happen. You have made this. Give me the wallet. Give me the phone. Get out my face. You made it happen. All right. No, honestly, I love you guys so much. I love you guys so much. But it's genuinely. But here's the thing. Fair play to you all for actually doing the research, because most of you do tie back to when when a bunch of British folk decided to go and look for India, and then they pulled up on America and they went, Chris, this is India, right? Chris is like, yeah, India, mate, India. And believe it or not, they met the indigenous people of America, and they went, Indians, these your spices. And then they were like, nah, we're not the spice Indians. We're not those ones, man. We're the massive piles of gold. Oh, you like furs, huh? You like furs? I got some furs for you, bro. Uh-huh. History by Ron, man. And then they were like, do you know what we'll do? We'll just cover these blankets in some disease, wipe out an entire population of people, go savage bison. Don't worry about them. We'll just pretty much put them into extinction. Do you know what I'm saying? America. You know what I mean? But hey, listen, you go out looking for India, you accidentally discover America. What are you going to do? Not kill everything in sight? Claim it for your own, murder most of the animals, move up into Canada and start a whole thing with a Hudson Bay company. You know? Progress, people. See, closed. All right. Fist bump. Appropriate. Okay. Got to close that fist, man. All right. Fist bump. Fight the power. It's the hood, man. It's knowing I can hide half my face behind this hood. You can't see me. All right. Listen, let's all meet up in the Gulf of America and have a good time. But listen, everyone, thank you for being here. Okay. Yeah, Ron's a new man. All right, Georgie. Ron is a new man. He is not about taking any crap, and it is going to be a fun year. Okay. Pound has joined us. Pound. Big shout out to Pound. And yeah, love you guys. I'll see you in the next one. I'll see you tomorrow. Friday, of course, is a big day. We're going to have Friendly Fire. We'll have a daily show. Tomorrow, we're here with Beverly. And I'm hoping tomorrow we're going to have a little bit of extension to the show, because I want to talk a little bit about some of the mad footage of little flying, fluttering things that have been captured round my head during the live streams. So look forward to that. And a big shout out to everyone who's been spending their time and making these clips and showing me all these wondrous little things that are flying around here. So from Big Ron, signing out, my G's. See you next time. Much love. Share this.